September 20th. And we've been tantalizing you all week with promises that Bette Midler and Goldie Hawn would be here this morning.
And they are. We keep our word. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Nice to have you here.
Good morning. You're here. Obviously, you've made this movie, First Wives Club, which has fascinated everyone, particularly, I think, women.
We've just been reminiscing about all the old tales about what people do after they're dumped.
about revenge on guys.
Revenge on guys. It's a big subject. And we would have a lot of fun doing it. I don't know, though.
You heard about a good one, though.
What? No, I read where a woman sewed shrimp inside the bottom of the man's curtains when he threw her out for another
younger girl.
Another young girl.
I had a girlfriend who glued everything in the room to everything else.
I mean,
she came in with crazy glue, super glue, and glued everything.
Like objects?
Everything, every object, the toilet paper, the toilet seat to the toilet.
That's very funny.
The sheets to the pillowcases.
Yeah, now have you ever felt revenge like that?
Well, no, I never got that crazy. No, once I did wreck somebody's car, but that's as far as I got.
That's pretty crazy.
Actually, somebody's mother's car.
Somebody's mother's car.
It was an accident.
Woo, that's a double
really
whammy.
get in trouble.
I was going to say, that was really putting yourself on the line.
Have you gotten revenge?
I can't feel it. I just can't. I can't, you know, because
but you can get into it in the movie.
I'm a Buddhist.
She's very spiritual. You wouldn't know what to look at her, but she is very spiritual.
Oh, honey.
I, on the other hand, I used to lay awake nights plotting my revenge. I wouldn't do it, but I love to lay awake and plot. Yeah. You know, I'm a great schemer.
Yeah.
But I'm a coward at heart.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Bette.
Yeah. The fantasy of it is very nice. Spencer, are you feeling a little uncomfortable right now, by the way?
I'm certainly outnumbered. I'm going to behave myself. I'm definitely going to be a nice guy this
nobody
morning.
would ever read.
Are you going to have a nice weather map for us
Oh,
today?
let's hope so. We've got a couple of snowstorms, even though summer hasn't even ended yet. One is tapering off, one is just beginning. The snowstorms, that is. I'll show you where and how much in just a moment when we have the complete forecast. Yep.
I think we should take revenge on Spencer, don't you?
It might be fun.
It's happening in the mountains. I mean, where it's...
Well, don't give it all away.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, no, I want to know what mountains. I'm anxious. I'm holding my breath.
The right
mountains.
Huh?
The right mountains.
Like Aspen Mountain?
Yeah.
Like that?
That's right.
All right, we do have news, though, this morning, so we'll get to that right now with Kevin Newman. And here, Goldie Hawn, Bette Midler, and Diane Keaton find themselves facing life alone after their husbands leave them for younger women.
Don't have anything. Brenda, you have a son who adores you. I'm alone. I'm Monique's mother. Yes, but Jason's going to go off to college pretty soon, and then I'll be even more alone. Plus, I'll be really a lot older, okay? And then if I have any more plastic surgery, I won't be able to sleep. I'm going to have to get a job at McDonald's. Yeah, and I'll have to do ads for adult diapers. I'll have to wear them. No.
And two paid in full members of the First Wives Club join us this morning, Goldie Hawn and Bette Midler. It's great to have you both here. We've had you here separately. Was it fun doing this movie with the three of you together?
We had a ball.
It seems like it must have been great fun.
We had a blast. Great women working together. It's
Screaming,
really
carrying on, eating. Eating was big.
Eating was big.
Eating was very big. We talked about food incessantly.
They always want to write, though, about three big successful female stars. And, you know, I don't think I'd ever see a story like that about three males.
Well, there's no such thing. But they are really vicious to each other.
Really?
Let me tell you.
Have you been around?
Aren't they cruel to each other? Come on, back me up.
Who?
Men stars, when they get together, they're very competitive.
Well, but it's territorial. It's a whole different animal.
Well, that's right.
We don't
spraying
They
each other.
we're
caretakers.
They do. They spray. They spray, and you know. And the other thing is,
but it never gets into the press. The only ones they expect to fight are the ladies.
The cat fights is what they expect with women, and you know the men. You know, I would say I was actually getting a little upset at one journalist, and she said, "Well, come on, there must have been cat fights." And I said, "You know what? I'm really tired of this. I'm tired of it. It's not fair." Did Kurt Russell have that question when he worked with Sly Stallone? No.
And we know what kind of fights they had.
And they really got into it. No, but I mean,
those two guys are pretty great.
They were great and great friends and so on and so forth. But still, the overall concept is that women are going to not get along. They're going to cat fight and backstab. Well, we don't do that.
You have fun together.
We had a blast together.
Because we're all the same age. We all turned at the same, you know, within 3 weeks of each other.
It was uncanny,
and
really.
we all know the same people. We grew
up with the same music, and we grew up, I mean, it just is a common
music was another thing besides the food. But you guys have all talked about turning 50 while you were making the movie. So
I mean, now I'm getting a little embarrassed because somebody called me up and said, we'd like to do a special article on what it's like to be 50, to be an actress over 50. And I thought to myself, now they're going to try and put you in another box. You know, you go from one box to another box. Exactly. And you're just at everyone's mercy.
Well, wait a second. Does it, I mean, you're just women coming in here alone who are actresses are always talking about how hard it is to get good scripts for various reasons.
It's always
as you get older, also do the scripts, you know,
dry up and blow away. Yeah, you could say that. I have many times. Have you?
There have been, let's say, dry periods. The truth of the matter is that Bette and I sort of grew up on the same kind of wavelengths. We were, you know, we were always the comedian, and we were never the love interest, so to speak. Come on, let's talk turkey. And do you
never the leading lady.
Well, wait a minute, though. The longevity of this career is much finer.
It's better.
Absolutely, because I mean, you don't earn your big bucks on the fact that you
just
belong to a man or you're a sexual object, or because obviously you pass through those things, and you have to be able to. Be funny and move on with your life, and do all kinds of things. And this is the good news about being a comedian.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I absolutely agree with that. But even so, the scripts that are written are mostly written by men for men, even for the male comics. I mean, the male comics probably get, a script every 2 weeks or so. But for us, for me, I can tell you, it's like once every 4 months or once every 6 months.
Well, we develop our stuff too.
We develop our own, but it's very, very hard. And development hell can be years and years and years. And then it's by the time you get ready to, it gets into any shape, you're so worn out from it that you just want to lie down.
You feel like you've already done it.
That's right.
What's the name of the production company?
I'm All Girls, and she's.
And mine's Cherry Alley.
But what's about Don't Hold a Grudge?
That's mine. We Hold a Grudge.
We Hold a Grudge.
We hold a grudge.
That's the one I was going for. We hold a grudge. Now we're getting into the little revenge thing here. Because, that's really women are going to love this movie. I don't know how men are going to feel about it.
Men like it.
They love
we didn't know how men were going to feel either.
I wonder if it would depend on whether they saw it with a wife or who they go to see it with.
I don't know. I think, it has so much to offer that I think they can really just suspend all that, male stuff. Because it's a comedy. It's broad.
The women are very touching.
It's witty.
It asks you to, it really opens your heart. The movie does open your heart in a big way. And I know that when we finished, I came back with Kurt to the apartment, and we opened a bottle of wine, and we talked about men and women and relationships. It just, till, 2 in the morning, it just opens up a conversation between men and women about these kinds of things.
And could you each be open to what the other one was saying? Because you're obviously different. I mean, men and women are very different.
Night and day. Different. Night and day. And it's like Bette says, we can't make them into women.
You can't expect them to be what you want them to be.
That's the one thing that drives me nuts, especially about American women, that the magazines, especially the women's magazines who have everyone's eye and ear, they keep trying to say how to get them to do this, how to get them to do that. You know
how to expect them to be what
you cannot do that.
Yeah. All right, I have to take a break here. We're going to come back.
All right.
And we just kind of, they start out as students in this movie. And we just happened to find a couple of old high school yearbook pictures of them.
Oh, Maron.
Oh, my God.
And so we'll show them to all of you.
Oh, no, not that.
When we come back. They break into song. You guys do that all the time in this movie.
Yeah, we do. We did it on
and off.
On the set.
Did you have a favorite that was like a theme song?
Well, I used to like to sing the theme song from Hair.
Which one?
Let the Sunshine In. Or When the Moon is in the Seventh House. Because Diane started her career in Hair, and she hates to be reminded that she was once a songstress.
Oh, my gosh.
A chorus girl or a principal in a Broadway show.
Oh,
yeah, we loved it. That was her major torture for her. Yeah, we all did that, though.
Okay, you're not getting out of looking at these pictures, okay? We've got these pictures. We went to a lot of trouble to get these pictures. I think we're going to do Goldie first.
Now, good.
Because check her out there.
Oh, but she looks
You know what?
cute.
Bette said, I'll bet you have that little bouffant hair and you're as cute as a button. This is at Montgomery Blair, right? Montgomery Blair in Silver Springs, Maryland. Yeah, and you belong to the Powder Puffs. What was that?
The Powder Puffs.
An acting group?
Perfect. What was your uniform?
Oh, my God, the Powder Puffs. What, wasn't that the makeup troupe?
I don't know. Okay, wait a second. I want to see Bette. I want to see Bette.
You were at a service club?
There's Bette.
Oh,
now,
there I am.
Bette was
God bless you. I had my little
class
wings.
president.
I was indeed.
You were class president in Honolulu, Hawaii. What was the name of the school?
I was nearly impeached. I was the worst one they'd ever laid eyes on. I was very good at campaigning, but once I got the gig, I didn't have a clue.
We're out of time. Too bad. I want to keep you for the rest of